What's good? What's good? I'm going to go ahead and get the weekly forecast out of the way. Weekly forecast. I'd like to see if a couple people will join me before I start, but if not, I ain't going to let it slow me down. Going to get the weekly forecast for all signs. And the bonuses start Tuesday. The rest of them. The rest of the bonuses start Tuesday. There we got some people. How's it going, everybody? Hello, hello, everybody. I can't hardly see the names from here, but I see everybody. Oh, Rose, Lesson Learned, Mary Jane. How's it going? Just want to go ahead and get the weekly forecast out of the way for all the signs, guys, and then the rest of the bonuses start on Tuesday. All right, let's see what's going on with Aries this upcoming week, October 8th through the 12th. What's going on with Aries next week? What's going on with Aries? 3 more shuffles. 1. 2. And 3. Aries next week, universe. Show me something good, please. All righty. Okay, it looks like the energy that binds you to the person or situation that you're dealing with or thinking about is the moon in reverse. Okay, so I still feel a little bit of being closed off. A little bit of being closed off, but not like 100% closed off. More like the only a certain aspect is what I'm feeling. Like the most important things closed off, kind of cloaked with just kind of cloaked with something to distract people from what's really going on the inside is what that's just kind of the feeling I'm getting. Queen of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, see, I kind of feel like and the Ace of Cups is in the reverse too. So whatever person or situation that you're going to be dealing with next week, there's not really going to be a new start in love, and I really kind of feel like emotions are just unstable anyway, and the Magician's in the reverse. Yeah, this whatever situation you're thinking about or dealing with isn't wanting to manifest itself at this particular time. Judgment, the Judgment card is definitely there though, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. But so I feel like that's your decision, Aries. I feel like you're just kind of making the decision to stand still and just kind of stay stagnant because you're aware that the Magician's in the reverse. King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Yeah. I mean, you're still, like I said, that's what I think you're kind of distracting yourself from. You're still looking back in the past, and you got a lot of really, really fond memories. But this King of Pentacles, that's you. You're kind of stubborn in the way that you're doing things. You're doing things your way. As far as the Ace of Swords, I kind of feel, personally, I feel like it's more of a communication thing to me, but it could go either way. Take it however it resonates. But for me, just action and communication in general, especially as far as a love matter goes, that's not wanting to manifest itself with the Magician reverse. I just kind of feel like you're holding back and just kind of keeping it where it is for the moment, even though you are still looking back in the past, Aries. The Two of Swords is in the reverse. Yeah. See, that's your decision. Your decision. And the King of Wands. King of Wands and the King of Pentacles is in the upright. So that's just, that's the passion for the way you feel and the passion for the way you do things are just, it's stubborn and it's stuck there. So I just kind of feel like this next week you're kind of going to be closed off, but not closed off to what, selectively closed off is what I'm feeling for that, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. If it doesn't, forgive me, I apologize. Anyway, Taurus, what's going on with Taurus next week? What's going on with Taurus next week, universe? What's going on with Taurus? What's going on with Taurus next week? 3 more shuffles now. Taurus universe. 1, 2. Man, this deck. Second time I've used this deck. It's so light and fluffy. It feels so interesting. 3. Taurus. What's going on with Taurus next week? What's going on with Taurus? Ooh. Taurus, I don't know what happened, but it looks like the energy that's binding you to the person that you are dealing with or thinking about or situation or whatever, that mutual energy is the devil. Okay, so it could possibly be a Capricorn you're dealing with, Or just this next week, it might not be the best connection that you have. It could be a pretty toxic connection, or just the energy surrounding you and the person. Or, see, a lot of people, when they see the devil card, they always think, really, really bad, horrible, like drug addiction and alcohol abuse and things like that. But one of the ways that I look at this devil card is any pleasure that is taken in excess. Doesn't really matter what it is. Could be coffee. Because, Taurus, you're all about simple pleasures anyways as it is. So I can see that easily happening for you. And with this recent Venus retrograde, I'm not quite 100% sure how it's affecting you. It's affecting me pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. So if I was to step into Taurus's perspective, I could see probably easily accidentally slipping into the things that I enjoy and maybe overusing them a little bit, possibly. You know what I mean? Empress is in the reverse. And the Seven of Wands is in the reverse. Ooh. And the Nine of Wands is in the reverse. So, oh, man. So, yeah, I kind of feel like it may be, though, that this devil card right here is whatever the situation is that you have going on right now. I just don't really feel like it's being taken proper care of. Like I said, it could be some toxic things, maybe a little bit too much partying or something. But for those of you who don't party or do drugs or drink or anything like that, you may just kind of want to watch out, for some of the things that make you feel a little bit good. You might neglect some of your loved ones over, you know what I'm saying? It could be little things, little simple, teeny weeny little things. But I don't really feel like you're too terribly beat down or too terribly anxious this upcoming week. Five of Swords is in the reverse too. You're not Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So there's definitely no conflict. You're not wanting any conflict with anybody. Page of Cups is in the reverse though. So I kind of felt like when it comes to loved ones, like I said, the Empress is in the reverse and the Page of Cups is in the reverse. That's what I think this devil energy is going to be all about. I think maybe some loved ones or some of the people who are close to you may feel just a little bit neglected. Like you may not be paying as close of attention to them as you normally do. Six of Wands is in the reverse. So it looks like you might be, I don't know, you may be dealing with somebody, okay, because you got the Lovers right here. So you may possibly, this is just for some of you, this isn't for everybody, but some of you may have recently or may be recently making contact with a previous lover that you have really bitter, nasty memories with. Just because the Six of Wands, or the Six of Wands is in the reverse, right next to the Lover. So it's like kind of like a battle that you can't really move on from. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that there was, I don't know. Let me get a couple more cards. Feel that one out right there. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. It's kind of, I feel like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments how that feels for you, because I feel like that's only for like a select group of people. Like there was some kind of past lover that, I don't know. Just let me know, you guys, in the comments section, how that one resonates. I don't feel like that one's for everybody, but maybe for a few of you. But the Four of Swords is in the reverse. And the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Basically, Taurus, I just kind of feel like, it may be this Venus retrograde that we're going through. It very well may be the Venus retrograde. I kind of feel like just as a whole, you're going to be kind of like just doing your thing, but just be careful, because the devil energy is like the main energy in the whole situation with anybody that you're dealing with or any situation that you're in. So, I don't know. That one felt kind of general and vague to me, and a little bit confusing. I'm not going to lie. So if that resonated with anybody, let me know. If it didn't, let me know. Let me know what the story is there, because that was interesting. Anyway, Gemini. Let's see what's up with Gemini. Let's see what's up with Gemini. What's going on with Gemini, universe? 3 more shuffles. 1, 2. And 3. Gemini. Let's see what's up with Gemini. Ooh, the Empress is in the reverse. Gemini is the okay. This one keeps rolling up for you every single reading I do for you, basically, but I still get the same feeling. The energy, basically the mutual energy between like whoever you're dealing with, or whatever energy is binding you to the situation or person that you're thinking about or dealing with, is the Empress in the reverse. It's still not being taken care of. It's the same thing that's been rolling on for every Gemini reading I've been doing. it's not been taken care of. The Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. So I kind of feel like some of you might be feeling like you're doing all this by yourself and it's overwhelming you. Maybe a little bit overwhelming. The King of Cups is in the reverse. So you're thinking you're pretty emotional about this. Because like I said, there's been this theme around Gemini here for about 2 months now, where whoever it is that's on Gemini's mind, it's not very clear. There's this big dark void, you know? And I kind of feel like, even though this isn't like negative, this is in the upright. So that's pretty, like, emotionally, you're very, very sure about what you feel, but the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles, to me, when it's in the upright, is usually like, look, I got this on my own. To hell with that 10th Pentacle. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? Hermit. But the Nine of Cups is Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse here. And you got the Hermit. So I do feel like you're going to be a little bit closed off. And the Nine of Swords. You're going to be kind of closed off and anxious. Closed off and nervous. Not 100% sure where this situation's going still. The Fool's in the reverse. I feel like you're going to be still feeling like you're stuck in one spot. Kind of nervous about what your next move is going to be. But the Nine of Pentacles is there along with the Page of Pentacles. So I do see you eventually. I don't know. This could be starting a new job or a new job offer, possibly, because this is Pentacles. But I do see probably near the end of the week, because this is getting near the end of the time frame here, or, you know, maybe later, you know, just, it's very general, so take it as it resonates. But see you going ahead and jumping off and starting something new, or something new is going to be offered, or at least maybe you might get a little bit of communication, possibly. Maybe finally, because I know this has been stringing on for quite some time, but you still got the Hangman right here. So, man, I kind of feel like, I don't know. Let me see. What's that Hangman there for? What's the Hangman there for? Right after the Knight and the Page of Pentacles in a row comes the Hangman in the upright. And it's like a little, if y'all could see this down here, it's like a sandwich. There's two pieces of bread. You got the Fool reverse and the Hangman. And the meat of the sandwich is the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's just like a very back and forth. I could see the Gemini twins, you know what I'm saying? Like two people back and forth in this like mental battle. Like, yes, I'm going to go start this, but no, let me wait. You know what I'm saying? Hang on, let me get a few shuffles here and see what's that Hangman all about at the end there. What's that Hangman about What's that Hangman all about? There. Make my mouth work right. What's the Hangman about? Ten of Wands in the reverse. Well, that's not very specific. Knight of Cups. Okay. So what I feel like what you're trying to do, you're either looking forward to this love offer or you're really wanting to offer your love, but you're stuck in one spot because you're still trying to get out of that pressuring feeling, you know, that kind of like that feeling that's got you really, really scared. Because like I said, there's this still looming over this one here too, is this feeling of this empty void. This, I'm not, just no communication, you know, like no clarity. I'm not sure what you think or where you stand or how you see me. And looks like, I don't know. Looks like it's still staying that way, Gemini. Sorry. Oh, man. Okie dokie. Let's see. Taurus, Gemini. Am I going in the right order? I just got it from a nap, so I'm kind of sleepy. Taurus, Gemini. Cancer. What's up with Cancer next week? What's up with Cancer next week? What's up with Cancer next week, universe? What's up with Cancer? All right, now 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Man, I got 228 of y'all in here. What is up? 230. We're on Cancer now. 2 more. Cancer next week. Sorry, I gotta put these cards in order, y'all. I gotta put them in order. Alrighty, Cancer. 9 of Pentacles reversed. So That's the energy that binds you to the situation or person that you're dealing with or thinking about. So it's the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Again, that one just came out for Gemini. I kind of feel like some of you may be feeling like you're doing this alone, like you don't really have the support or the help that you need from your loved ones or from the people around you. And because it's reversed, I think it may be a little bit overwhelming. You may feel a little bit stressed out about it, but you do have the King of Pentacles in the upright along with the Hangman. So I kind of feel like you're definitely feeling like you're stuck in one spot, but you're doing your best to maintain your composure anyway. The Emperor's in reverse though, so you could possibly be dealing with an Aries, could be dealing with an Earth sign, but since the Emperor's in the reverse, I do definitely feel like the energy is there that feels like you're losing control of the situation. So this is definitely another back and forth conflict that I see with the Emperor in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Doing your best to maintain the composure on the outside, but I definitely feel like on the inside, yeah, see the Nine of Cups here too. I kind of feel like the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. It does feel like, I guess maybe as far as working on things, like, thank you for the super chat, the $4.99, I appreciate it. I do feel like though, when it comes to emotions and whatnot, with your own emotions about yourself, I feel like you're still feeling like that's a little bit like the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles are almost the same thing in my opinion. Almost, just a little bit, even though one's earth and one's water. But this one here is in the upright. So I do feel like even though you feel a little bit neglected emotionally, you're still in this weird way a little bit confident. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense, I hope it does. Page of Wands, though, along with the Three of Pentacles. So I do definitely see whatever this situation is, it may be very temporary, okay? And like I said, along with the Venus retrograde, everybody reacts to it differently. Some people are saying that they feel like really, really, oh my God, no, you know, and some people like me personally, I'm like, man, I think it feels good. Some of you Cancers may be reacting to it just a little bit better because I see near the end of the week, it looks like the situation is it's looking like it's gonna be a little bit better. Like, yeah, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. There's definitely gonna end up being teamwork. Maybe this right here is just how it feels. You know, Cancer, because them emotions of yours, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's a little bit like, what is wrong with you, Cancer? Everything is just fine here. You're tripping out. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? But the Seven of Swords, ooh, might be dealing with somebody who's just a little bit deceptive, or that could be you. There's multiple different meanings for the Seven of Swords. I'm not going to run through every single one of them, but all I'm saying is just you know what I'm saying? Don't be too paranoid. Don't be too crazy. Don't like double, triple, quadruple analyze every single thing that your friends, loved ones, or partner, or coworkers, or whatever say. Don't drive, because Cancer, I know you have a bad habit of that sometimes. You can like drive yourself insane, like double assuming everything everybody says or does. But just keep an eye out. Just be, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of keep people at arm's length, because, you know, you may have a snake in the grass. May be a big deal. It may not. But if you don't watch out for it, here, this is the warning though. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. It could end up causing trouble if you're not vigilant about just the people around you. Nobody in particular. Like I said, it could be coworkers, could be family. Just take it how it resonates. Just use common sense. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, Leo, it's good with my Leos. I'm getting the energy flowing now. I was still half asleep when I first started. When I first started the video, I was a little groggy. Now I'm getting going. Man, I ain't ignoring y'all's comments. The phone's kind of far away right now, and I can't hardly see them, but smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Leo, what's up, Leo? 3 more shuffles for Leo next week. What's up at Leo next week? 1, 2, and 3. I'm still feeling kind of bad that I was a little bit confused by Taurus's message, just a little bit. I may redo Taurus at the end of this. I very well may, because that one, I ain't gonna lie, that confused the hell out of me. I don't lie about when I'm confused. Anyway, the energy that binds you to the person that you're dealing with or thinking about or situation is the Page of Wands. Okay, so that's pretty good. I mean, if you've been waiting for some kind of communication, or if you've been waiting for somebody to come in, the energy is definitely there for it to happen next week. Now, whether or not that actually happens is up to you or the person that you're dealing with, but the energy is there. Eight of Wands, yes, I do see communication. The energy for communication is definitely there, but like I said, I had this funny feeling the Two of Swords is there. There's still just a little bit of indecision on either your side or the person that you're dealing with. Temperance, yeah, the Two of Swords and the Temperance. I mean, so you are like gaining balance into your life. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, by the way, even though I don't like naming the signs out like that. I just don't. People get to arguing about that shit in the comment sections, and I ain't got time for all that. But anyway, I do feel like you're getting a little bit more balance into your state of mind and your state of being, but there's still just a little bit of indecision here, even though the the energy for communication and I don't know, some kind of passionate action. That Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, though, you gotta watch out for that. That could be you. It could be you and or the person you're dealing with. Like I said, and or, because like attracts like, okay? But the Page of Wands, don't forget, can tend to be a bit of a drama starter sometimes. So just be careful. I'm not seeing anything bad come up just yet, though, in regards to that. Devil is in the reverse. Devil's in the reverse. That's pretty good. So I do definitely see that if this is you, Leo, that may be why this Two of Swords is here. You may be actually double thinking like, hey, do I really want to act like this childish little prick? You know what I'm saying? Or do I want to be the adult? You understand what I'm saying? Kind of like double thinking yourself, like really, really wanting to be this Page of Wands, to like jump in and maybe stir the shit pot just a little bit, not necessarily, but I feel like that energy's there. But I kind of feel like this Two of Swords is this Devil reverse right here, like maybe double thinking yourself, like, hey, I'm not going to do myself any good by sinking to their level type shit. You know what I'm saying? Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright. So whatever this communication is, I still feel like it's going to result in somebody not working on the situation. Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, which just it's kind of like more of a standing my truth. Like I'm putting my foot down, I'm slamming my flag down. Like, this is what I stand for. This is what it's about. I'm not working on this if you ain't working on this. Hey, thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate it. You're either working with me or you're working against me. And if you're working against me, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? King of Cups reversed. King of Cups reversed. It could turn a little bit too emotional. The Three of Wands, though. The Three of Wands. So I kind of feel like at the end of it all, whether it turns out good or whether it turns out bad, you're still just kind of like sitting there. With the Three of Wands, I always feel like there's many different ways to interpret it, but this is just the way 90% of the time that I feel the Three of Wands. I feel the Three of Wands like, okay, I'm going to take everything that I've done, all the work that I've put in, I'm going to analyze my past mistakes and all this, and I'm just going to take all the information. And while, usually with this deck right here, you don't really see it, but the Three of Wands, usually the dude's like standing up on a hill with his three wands, looking out over the vast landscape, and just kind of like, okay, so this is all the information that I've gathered based on the action that I've taken. Now I got all these opportunities out here. I got to take this information and weigh this out so I can figure out what I'm going to do out there. So I still kind of feel like options are open, and you're still keeping an open mind at the end of the week, Leo, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. The Leos I deal with on a day-to-day basis are, like I said, keep pretty good composure. That's the cool thing about fixed signs. That's the cool thing about fixed signs. Anyway, Leo. Oh, who comes after Leo? Virgo. Thanks for the 10, Donna. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. Or whatever, the $10. Anybody else who sent money, if I didn't see it, I apologize. I apologize. Looks like there's 19 total up there, though. So if I didn't shout you out, I apologize. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate everybody who donates to the channel, too. That's greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed. Having a hard time seeing the phone right now, though. I'm not going to lie. I might come on and chat later, here in a little bit. After I get all this done, I might come back on and chat just a little bit. Anyway, we're on Virgo right now. Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. Yeah. I got Virgo moon and Virgo rising, too, so I'm pretty anxious to see this one, too. So let's get 3 more shuffles, and we'll see what's going on with Virgo next week. 1, 2, and 3. Virgo next week. Let's see what's up. All righty, Virgo. The Five of Swords is the energy that's binding you to the person that you're either dealing with or thinking about or situation or whatever. I'm going to figure out a short, sweet way to say that that's not something that everybody else says, because I try to use my own lingo. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so it could have been somebody you very recently possibly had an argument with. There could still be some bitter feelings. You know, I just kind of personally feel like maybe it was an argument. Just it could have happened yesterday. It could have happened last week. But you know how Virgo works. I got a lot of Virgo in me too, so I feel for y'all. Okay, fist bump. You know that can kind of linger sometimes. You can just like play it on loop over and over and over. And even though you're cool and shit like that, sometimes you can't help it. There's this like involuntary part of you that whenever you'll just look at them and be like what I should have said. What I want to say. And sometimes you get your heart pumping. And you're just like I kind of feel that energy just a little bit next week. Just a little bit. Let's see if it really affects anything. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. I do see you definitely speaking your mind. You're probably going to end up speaking your mind. Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Hey, but maybe actually, whatever this is, I definitely feel like maybe you go ahead and you straighten whatever situation out has been causing you trouble. I don't really know if I feel like this is. Maybe for some of you, this is like this big relationship thing, but I just kind of feel like for a lot of you, just take it how it resonates. This particular situation right here is maybe just with like a family member or maybe a coworker or something like that. Like I said, take it however it resonates. I'm not sure. It could be a coworker for a lot of you, but this Ace of Pentacles right here. But, the Ten of Cups is here too, which is awesome. So I just feel like whatever this was, whatever this Five of Swords energy was, I do feel like Virgo, you with your ability, you can speak and like you can throw so many facts on the table that I mean, if somebody chooses to argue, like if you really have your mind in the right place and you have good intentions, if somebody chooses to argue with your logic, they're just allowing themselves to be stupid, basically. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like with this Queen of Swords energy, I feel like you're just basically going to spit the logic out on the table. Like, look, this is what I did wrong. This is what you did wrong. This is, from the whole big picture type thing. Like, this is what the situation is. And I forgive you. I'm not going to point fingers at you. I forgive you and I forgive myself for partaking in this disagreement. Can we just agree to disagree and just put this behind us? It's kind of what I'm feeling going on here. And it's looking like that particular situation does turn out for the best. Yep, you got the Sun in the upright. Absolutely. Nine of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse. So I do feel like, I don't know, it may go back and forth a little bit for some of you, but with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, I definitely feel like that the feeling of arguing and all that fighting and all that stuff, that you're definitely getting over that. But there is a part of you that may just wonder, that super analytical mind may be kind of barking at you in the back of your mind saying, oh, you can't do this alone. They're just pretending to be over it, and they're scheming something behind your back. That annoying voice in your head that like makes you paranoid, that's not real, like the ego voice. The ego voice might be nipping at you just a little bit too, and that happens to all of us, okay? We all have that ego voice. If you say you don't, you're full of shit. Anyway, Three of Wands. So and the Temperance in the reverse. So yeah, I definitely see like whatever conflict or whatever situation went south in the past, I see it being for the most part gotten over and moved past it next week. Everything's looking pretty good as far as, because like I said, that Venus retrograde, everybody's reacting to that differently. Everybody. Some people were feeling better before it started and worse now, and some the other way around. So just kind of take that how it resonates. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So far, the only one that I'm confused about really is the Taurus one. I'm still thinking about going ahead and redoing Taurus after Pisces. But anywho, that was Virgo. Next is Libra. What's up with Libra next week? What's up with Libra next week? What's happening with Libra next week? 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Excuse me. I'm still getting over the flu. I'm like 80% better now, but my chest, I still have all the nasty chest congestion, and everybody up here's got it. It's going around. Every other person I know has it up here. So 'tis the season, I guess. All righty, Libra, the energy that binds you to the person or situation that you're dealing with is the Temperance in the reverse. So I definitely feel a little bit of imbalance, Libra. No, not Libra. I'm just playing with you. Anyway, the Two of Wands. So I still okay, and the King of Swords. So I definitely see that whatever you're feeling a little bit impatient or imbalanced with, you do definitely end up, the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety around it, but you're not really keeping it to yourself. You're not keeping it to yourself. You're letting it be known. And there may be this is only for some of you right here, but with this Two of Wands, right next to the King of Swords, okay? The Two of Wands is typically about holding your power and like, all right, seeing which path I should take, like power in reserve. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel for some of you, like I said, if this isn't you, don't even worry about it. But for some of you, I feel some ultimatums being thrown out there because of this Nine of Swords energy. There's a little bit of nervousness and impatience. So I kind of feel like the power, you got that power reserved right here, and you got, you're still analyzing what path you want to take. And with this King of Swords energy, I kind of feel like some ultimatums might get thrown out there. Might be like, look, it's either this or this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's up to you. It's your call. Maybe some ultimatums. And the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. So I definitely see you're probably gonna just try to end up ignoring any like drama or anything like that. Trying to, at least, and just focus on your work for the most part. But the Emperor is in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups is in the reverse. So you definitely probably feel like, and that's the reason that this Nine of Swords energy is here, like you probably don't really have very much control over the situation. So right now, it may seem like you're not really offering your love to anybody. Take that how it resonates. Take love offer. You just may not seem very affectionate to anybody. You may just like kind of have a bit of a sharp tongue with this King of Swords energy here. So you may not seem like the most affectionate person. That's because the Emperor's in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety next week, I feel, Libra, for a lot of you. And the Empress in the reverse. Yeah, so, man, Libra, if, sorry, this one looks like probably one of the most negative so far. But let's see if I can get one to make it look a little bit happier, the Death in the reverse, okay? Because, like I said, with this Two of Wands right here, it's not quite like the Two of Swords. It's almost similar to the Two of Swords, but the Two of Swords is more like can't really make up your mind, when it comes to making just a mental decision. This right here is more like can't really decide, just waiting to decide which action to take. So I feel like the Death is in the reverse because I kind of feel like you have a couple of different options in mind, and throughout next week, you're still not really making up your mind. It's pretty anxious. Some anxiety and nervousness surrounding this situation next week, Libra. Sorry to hear about that. Hope it gets better for you. But we got to go ahead and move on. Libra. Man, why do I keep losing track of what? Scorpio. 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 Man, when you run through them like this, they just all blend together. It's so weird. Scorpio. Alrighty, Scorpio. Man, 267 of you in here. Yes, I am feeling better. I'm feeling much better. Still not 100% up to par. Still not 100% up to par, but about 80% back. About 80% of the way. All right, 3 shuffles, and then we're going to see what's up with Scorpio. 1. Oops. 2. And 3. Okie dokie, Scorpio. Ooh, looks like whatever energy binds you to whatever situation. Hey, thank you for the $4.99. Hannah, I think your name is. I appreciate it. Whatever binds the energy binding you to the situation or person you're dealing with or thinking about is the world. So I feel like the energy is that the situation is complete. It doesn't necessarily say ending or beginning, but whatever it is, I just kind of feel like This may be, Scorpio, with the beginning of this Venus retrograde and the next full moon being where the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Leo, your opposite. I do feel like you're probably completing an old cycle. Not necessarily a karmic cycle. I mean, it could be. Take it how it resonates. Take it however, you know, because there's so many of you here. Take it how it fits your story. But I definitely feel like you are coming up next week. The energy is there for the last cycle that you were in to be complete. And this is definitely starting a new cycle. And that's the main energy that's going to be like surrounding you, I feel like, next week. 5 of Cups is in the reverse and the moon is in the reverse. So I feel like here you're doing your best and you're probably succeeding at it, Scorpio, to just ignore and not give any power to any sad situations or any kind of sadness. Now, with the moon in reverse here, I kind of feel more like you may be keeping things to yourself, but I don't know. Some people may not be too happy about it. Some people, there's maybe some things that you're keeping to yourself that people want to know. So I don't really blame you for this one right here. I just kind of feel like the energy is coming from the outside, like from somebody else's perspective, like they may be trying to pry information from you, and it might turn you just a little bit bitter. You know what I'm saying? Judgment's in the reverse and the High Priestess. So I kind of feel like the Judgment's in the reverse. So your intuition basically is telling you that, I don't know, you need to be basically, and this is so, I try not to be stereotypical. I try to like be as unique as possible, but this is like so stereotypical Scorpio. I'm sorry, but you like got your eye on everybody, like paranoid. You're like, it seems like, and it's not like paranoid in a bad way is the thing about you, Scorpio, because like it just seems like you're able to hyper focus on negative qualities that people are thinking and feeling. Like even if it's just the smallest little itty bitty feeling that's not even all that important and probably not even going to play that big of a role, Scorpio, you can zone in on that and pay attention to nothing but that. And it can cause you to close off and become very secretive and very like, you know, withdrawn into yourself. And you know what I'm saying? So I kind of definitely feel that really strong coming up next week. But the 9 of Wands is in the reverse, right under the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Like I said, with the Sun card right here, that the last cycle that you were in, I feel like that's coming to a close. Whatever that cycle was. Like I said, it could be karma, it could have been whatever. But whatever last cycle you were in, I feel like it's coming to a close. The Emperor's in the reverse, along with the 6 of Swords. So whatever situation you had going on in the past, I still feel like you're just going ahead and taking the knife wounds to the back and moving on because you lost control. And you're not even really fighting the battle anymore, I feel like. But I think you're kind of, you're choosing to look back on the person or situation, and you're choosing to see the good in the past through all the bad. Like I said, the 5 of Cups is in reverse, but the 6 of Cups is in the upright. So I feel like you're purposely, for your own psychological and emotional well-being, because you are so in tune and aware of that little cycle, that feelings that cause thoughts, and the thoughts that cause the feelings, and the feelings that cause the thoughts, and that circle that rolls. You know, it's like a cycle that you're so aware of how it works that you're breaking a pattern of, okay, if I only look back on the negative parts and I do nothing but fill my hindsight mind with negativity, then my foresight mind is going to be filled with negativity. Therefore, I'm just going to pull more negative shit towards me, because that's how the law of attraction works. And I think you are very, very, at least coming to terms with a version of how that operates that best fits you in this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, anywho, Saggies. What's up with my Saggies? Saggy next? Scorpio Saggies. Yes. Saggies. Sagittarius. What's up with Sagittarius next week? What's up with Sagittarius next week? Good Lord. 271 of you in here. 271 of you in here. How y'all doing? How you all doing? Sorry, I'm not ignoring anybody. Not ignoring anybody. I'm going to watch all the playback comments. Greatly appreciate all y'all tuning in. I can't hardly see. I got really good eyes, but the lighting or something, I don't know. I can't hardly see from here. It could be because the way the comments are coming up with the white letters against my white wall back here. They're really hard to read. I see the little emojis from Amp Fly Fire, the little sunglass emojis though. Anyway, Sagittarius. No, Cancer and Pisces is, you missed Cancer, but Pisces is at the end. And then I'm going to redo Taurus because that one was confusing. I'm not going to lie. All right, Saggies. What's up with Sagittarius next week? What's up with Sagittarius next week? Okie dokie. Well, the energy binding you to the person that you're dealing with or thinking about is the star. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could just, it's clarity. Finally, something that you were very probably frustrated with and confused about, or maybe upset about, or anything like that. Finally, for whatever reason, something, the dust kind of settles, and just kind of like that, oh yeah, I get it now. It makes sense. Just kind of like an acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Like accepting the bad, you know, and accepting the good. The Fool's in the reverse, and the King of Cups is in the reverse. So I still feel like next week you're still a little bit nervous. You're still a little bit nervous about whatever. Oh, the Nine of Wands is in the reverse. Yeah, you're definitely coming out of whatever battles you've been fighting. Like I said, I think you're seeing the clarity in things, but I still feel like you still feel a little bit stagnant. You still feel a little bit stuck to something. Probably emotionally stuck to something is what it is, because you got the King of Cups right next to the Fool in the reverse. So I feel like you're still a little bit emotionally stuck to a person or situation, and you're definitely coming out of any anxieties that were previously caused as a result of it. But you may be a little bit emotionally closed off, or the person you're dealing with may be a little bit emotionally closed off this next week, because the Page of Cups is in the reverse. But I still see you having good times. I still see you having good times and enjoying yourself with your loved ones and your friends and your family, because the Three of Cups is in the upright. Just a little bit like not showing a whole lot of love is what I feel like this with this right here. Page of Cups in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse. I just kind of feel like there's just not a whole lot of affection, you know, because you're not always the most affectionate type anyway, not all the time. You're not like a clingy, constant, you know, whenever you're in your right element, at least that I've observed. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse, and the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. So I definitely feel like there's something that you're not, hang on. Two of Pentacles, okay. But the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse right next to the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So I kind of feel like one of the reasons why you're stuck in one spot, or maybe afraid to move forward into something new right now, may be because you don't really see any other options. Kind of like you might feel just a little bit stuck, like I said, emotionally, possibly to a situation, because you don't see the options out there. I mean, it's not that they're not there, you're not seeing them right now. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, you may not be putting a whole lot of work into doing something a little bit new. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe not taking a leap of faith because you don't know, you're afraid to maybe leap out into the abyss and possibly tripping and falling on your face. But it does look like that overall, at the end of the week, when all is said and done, you got the Two of Pentacles, which basically means that no matter how much you have on your plate, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter how many things you got going on, you are juggling everything and getting everything taken care of, whether it feels good or whether it feels bad. But I don't really see a whole lot of anxiety or a whole lot of dreadfulness really happening next week for you, Saggies, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. I hope that one resonated for you guys. So let's go on ahead to Capricorn. Capricorn. What's up with Capricorn next week? Man, 291 of y'all. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Capricorn next week. See if I can get over 300 people in the chat room. That would be insane. That would be insane. This is new to me. I know y'all probably can't tell by the size of my channel, but I haven't been doing this for very long, so I greatly appreciate the love and support. I've been doing YouTube for a really long time. I just haven't been doing tarot on YouTube for a very long time. But it looks like it's catching on pretty well. I greatly appreciate the response I'm getting. So, anywho, Capricorn. What's up, Capricorn next week? What's up, Capricorn next week? When's my birthday? February 5th. I'll be 31 in February. Capricorn, 3 more shuffles. 1, 2. Whoops. And 3. I hope to tell you something good. I don't make this stuff up. I just read the cards however they come out. 1, 2, 3, Boom, boom. So next week, Capricorn. Okay, it looks like the Death card is it's the energy that binds you to the person or situation that you're dealing with or thinking about. So it's still, man, like I said, Capricorn, I'm not making this up. If I sound like a broken record, I'm sorry. The cards keep coming out the same way. Like, it's not me doing this. I definitely still feel like the shadow of change is still around you. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. This situation has changed. From the September reading, the karmic cycle that was complete, that feeling of change, that stepping into newness is it's still just like a new thing. You know what I'm saying? So I still feel like that you're carrying that feeling, not necessarily bad. It could be bad for some of you, could be good for others. Everybody looks at change differently, but that, you know, that newness. Okay, here's a really good example. You know, when you very first buy a new car, you know, let's just take that for example. You first get a new car. And especially say it's one you've been wanting for a while. Man, that first week, that first month, you're like, yeah, I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? You feel so fresh and you knew. But then, you know, 6 months later, that feeling starts to die a little bit. A year later, 2, 3, 5 years later, you're like, fuck this car. Basically, you know what I'm saying? The point I'm making, though, is that at the beginning, that feeling of change, you know, that hype, yes, this is new. I still kind of feel like that feeling of change is still with you a little bit, Capricorn. You know what I mean? Temperance. So I definitely still feel that, I definitely feel like you are regaining balance, but the Judgment. And in the middle of Temperance and Judgment, the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. I still feel like you may still be looking back and questioning whether or not that was the right change to have been made. You know, like, was that really supposed to happen that way? Again, Seven of Cups in reverse, no other options. All these 7 cups right here, these are all different love options. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. And so I kind of feel like with this right here, it's just like, I don't see any other options. Or either that or I'm refusing any other options. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do feel like just with this Temperance right here and the Judgment, you're basically I'm not going to say your higher self, even though basically it is, but that the surrounding aura around you tells you that, you know, keep doing what you're doing regardless of how it feels. This is the best thing to do. So therefore, the 10 of Cups. So I don't know. This right here could be emotional fulfillment, or this could be a, you know, new love. Very, very, very well may could be new love and the start of a new cycle. That could be what this Death card is for some of you. For others of you, like I said, I still feel like you're keeping keeping the vibration of change with you. But with this 10 of Cups right here and the 7 of Cups in the reverse, along with the Temperance and the Judgment, it could be that you've narrowed your options down to one person. So just take it however it resonates, okay? It could go both ways. Tower card and the Death card. Yeah, something big is either changing next week or definitely already changed next week. The 6 of Wands is in the reverse. So some of you, for the Capricorn, it could have been a change that was not very victorious on your part or the person that you're dealing with. Okay, it could go either way. That's not straight at Capricorn or straight at the person you're dealing with. Take it as it resonates. But however this changed, somebody feels like they don't really have, it wasn't very victorious on their part. And they're not feeling very happy about it. I kind of feel like that's the person that you're dealing with, Capricorn. I feel like that's the other side of this. Because if you look at this right here, these two lines almost mirror each other. They're like opposite, okay? For the first card, you got the Death, Temperance, 7 of Cups reverse, Judgment, and the 10 of, that's all good right there. And then right under it, Tower, 6 of Wands reversed, 3 of Pentacles, and the Sun reversed. So that's like almost directly opposites. So take it how it resonates again, like I said. But I feel like for a huge portion of you, it's going to change for the better on your part. And whoever like the strongest, like whoever was, you know what I'm saying? Like the other person, whoever maybe is like your ex or somebody like that, doesn't feel very much victory over this. They're still like bitter over it. Like I said, the way your readings keep coming up about whoever this is, it isn't over you. Somebody's not over you. Somebody's still not over you, Capricorn. That's for damn sure. Somebody still got you on their mind. And it probably isn't the best of thoughts that they have about you. Just is what it is. I'm sure a lot of you don't give a damn anyway. I know I wouldn't if I was you. Alrighty, Aquarius. Aquarius, what's up? Aquarius. Oh, I got over 300 people in the room now. That's awesome, y'all. That's awesome, y'all. I'm pushing 17,000 of you on my subscriber list. Greatly appreciate everybody who hit the subscribe button. Alrighty, Aquarius. Uh-oh. My cards are wanting to be pains in the butt right now. There we go. There we go. Aquarius next week. What's up? I'm at Aquarius. Pisces is after Aquarius. So Pisces is next. 1, 2, and one more shuffle for Aquarius next week. One more shuffle for Aquarius next week. Alrighty. Let's see what's up with you. See what's up with you, my aquas. Okie dokie. Oh man, Aquarius, I swear to God, y'all. Knight of Swords in reverse is the situation. It is the energy, I'm sorry, that binds you to the situation that you're dealing with or the person you're dealing with. Knight of Swords reverse. If I get one more Knight of Swords card reverse for Aquarius, I swear I'm going to shove it up your ass. Anyway, when is it going to stop? Oh, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there's no forward movement with this situation, Aquarius. 4 cups. 4 cups. So there's definitely some sadness. There's either an offer being made to you that you are turning down just because it's too easy. You know, the whole I only want what I can't have. Or you're focusing too much on what you can't have to where you're completely blind to the offers that are being made to you. Temperance, though, the Temperance, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, possibly. Could be dealing with a fellow air sign. The Hangman is in reverse, though, so I definitely feel like, by the way, those of you who are new here, I'm an Aquarius, too, so it's not like I'm just throwing rocks at you, okay? So, anyway, yeah, I'm Aquarius, too. That's my sign. So, anyway, the Hangman's in the reverse, so I feel like you're definitely moving on from the situation and you're releasing yourself from it. You've been very patient, been waiting on this for a long, long time. This Knight of Swords has been in reverse for a long, long, long time, okay? And this Wheel of Fortune has been reversed for a long time as well, okay? But, you know, that's all about gaining balance, and you're eventually releasing yourself from this situation, Aquarius. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. See, your money's looking good, your job's looking good. Like I said, your life, like I keep saying in all the Aquarius readings, like I think I said in the Aquarius bonus reading, there are no legitimate complaints in your life. Not legitimate. I'm sure you can probably complain until your face turns blue, but none of it's legit. Your life's actually in a good spot and heading towards a really, really good spot right now. Okay? I mean, it just is what it is. The Empress. See what I'm saying? The Empress and the Hierophant. See, the way people look at you is like you're a really, really respectable person. People look up to you. People listen to what you have to say. Like, you know, it's just this little situation that's been going on the inside, this war that's been waged with this person that you have not been communicating with for a long time, that you just can't seem to let go of. There might be a little bit of conflict at the end of the week. Might be a little bit of conflict. The King of Swords in the upright along with the 5 of Swords. So, let's get one more card on that. And the 7 of Swords. Uh-oh, Aquarius. Who are you about to get into it with? Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, so, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, like I said, hang on. Let me see before I speak on it. King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Some of you, regarding this situation right here, very well may finally break the ice, or somebody might break the ice to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody may finally break the silence. I definitely feel like the energy is there. Okay, basically that's what this is. All this conflict right here, right at the very end, everything's looking pretty good. And right at the very end, man, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Queen of Cups in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse, along with the King of Swords. So I definitely see the energy there for you to speak the truth. And what always happens when Aquarius speaks the truth? This. Good Lord. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like if this situation ever, if it, I feel like your tongue's gonna cause a battle. You know, so just be mindful of it. Try to keep. Where is it? Try to stay balanced. Try to stay balanced. That's my advice to you. That's my advice to you, because I definitely see the possibility for your mouth to get you in trouble regarding this situation or any situation. Okay, just we're pretty good at that. We're pretty good at, you know, zipping it, and maintaining you know, a quiet demeanor about ourselves. But sometimes if we accidentally, like, leave our mouth unattended for just a split second, something can come out that makes everybody mad at us. Oh, I know. I'm an Aquarius too, like I said. Doesn't happen so much anymore, but you know, not as often as it used to. But it still is possible. Okay. Anyway, Pisces, and then I'm going to redo Taurus after Pisces, because I'm still not satisfied with Taurus. That was so confusing. That came out so weird. I'm going to redo Taurus after Pisces. But anyways, Pisces next week. What's up with Pisces next week? What is up with Pisces next week? 2 more shuffles for Pisces next week. 8th through the 12th, I believe. I believe. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Bam, bam. Okie dokie, Pisces next week. Looks like the energy that binds you to the person you're dealing with is the Sun in the reverse. So probably a little bit of an unhappy situation, and the 2 of Swords is in the reverse, and the 7 of Wands is in the reverse. So I do feel like, you're making the decision to come out of conflict and end this unhappy situation. But the 10 of Cups is in the reverse too. So okay, so some of you may be going ahead and moving forward with or without the situation. That's kind of what I feel like, because this Sun in reverse type of energy has just been kind of lingering around the Pisces readings for a little bit, and I kind of feel like you're getting a little bit tired of it. And next week you may, like, definitely be at least entertaining the idea to just say, you know what, the hell with it. I'm going to go ahead and just do me and whatever. You know what I'm saying? The Empress is in the reverse, and the 3 of Wands is in the upright. So even though the situation, I don't feel like, was nurtured or taken care of properly, maybe by either you or the person that you're dealing with, I definitely see you're still, hang on. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. You may very well just, like, tell the person or the people or whoever involved that, look, I'm done with this fighting. Essentially, you know, I don't mean to put words in anybody's mouth, but it's like, look, this is stupid. This is petty. I'm tired of it. Can we either make up and agree to disagree, or you can either kiss my ass or something, like, whatever. You know, I'm just, this is getting old. I'm tired of it. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, though. So, I mean, it may not be reciprocated, but I definitely feel like the main energy coming into you next week, Pisces, is trying your best to turn this. Thanks for the $24.99, the fool. Appreciate that. Trying to turn this way. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, having the conversations and making the moves, definitely with this Queen of Swords in the upright, along with this Chariot reverse, regardless of the Empress being in reverse, regardless of the Ace of Pentacles reverse and the two of Swords. I think that's the decision that you're making, is to at least put the action and the words, you know, manifest them into reality, you know, into to putting an end to all that. Anyway, if somebody timestamps this, definitely please timestamp the Taurus redo. I'm going to redo Taurus real quick. I don't know what happened. I don't know. That when I did Taurus, that just wasn't, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. So let's go ahead and get one more little, let's see what's up with Taurus next week. Just one more. One more, like, I don't know. Even if the same cards come out, at least let me understand it a little bit better. Let me read it a little bit better. It was so funky. I don't know. Y'all may have thought it was just fine, though. I don't know. knowing my luck. It could be just me overanalyzing it. I don't know, but I'm still going to go ahead and redo it because I'm not satisfied with the way I read it. So 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, I appreciate those of you who stuck around to see. All righty, Taurus. Okay, 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands. Thank you, Nance, for the $9.99. I greatly appreciate it. Don't stop sharing your gift. Just don't. Okay, I don't plan on stopping. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so the energy that binds you to the situation or the person that you're dealing with, Taurus, is the 2 of Wands. So I still, with that, like I said, I feel like that's, how am I going to word this? You know, with the Taurus feeling, I definitely feel like whatever you have done in the past, I feel like you're kind of holding back just a little bit and feeling a little bit indecisive about what you want to do, if that makes any sense. Which direction you want to go. You may be at a bit of a crossroads next week. A bit of a crossroads. The Empress is still in the reverse. I remember, I'm pretty sure that came out for you earlier. And the Tower. The Tower. So, the Tower card and the Fool. So I definitely, that kind of affirms what I'm saying. A lot of you who are feeling like you're at a crossroad. Why can't I talk right? Those of you who are feeling like you are at a crossroads may go ahead and just stop with the 2 of Wands energy and go ahead and Queen of Wands in the reverse. May go ahead and decide to take action. Either that or the action is going to be taken for you. But either way, with this Fool energy right here, I feel like the majority of you are going to go ahead and whatever situation you're thinking about, okay? Just don't, I'm not going to put the words in your mouth for that situation, but definitely either going to go forward towards it or away from it, whichever, you know, however that resonates for you, because you've lost the passion with the Queen of Wands in the reverse there. The Death card is in the reverse and the World is in the reverse. So I still feel like there's something that you're leaving behind. And that may be what this Tower is right here. This may be something that needs to be fixed. And the Tower's in the upright with the Death in the reverse, along with the World in the reverse. So I feel like that this Tower right here is done intentionally. That's probably done intentionally along with this Fool energy, with jumping out, you know, because this right here is what's surrounding the reading with the 2 of Wands, just kind of like, you know, holding my power, seeing which way I'm going to go, and then saying, you know what, there's something that that I don't really want to face, or that I can't face. Maybe it's out of my control, but for some reason, something's left a little bit incomplete, and whatever cycle that was originally supposed to come to an end is still being put on hold because of whatever situation, either in the past. I feel like the majority of you made that change yourself, and whatever you left behind is still like kind of like a chapter without, like, cut off mid-sentence at the end of the chapter. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. I see. That's what I knew. This 2 of Wands. I knew the 4 of Wands was going to come out eventually. So I kind of feel like this right here is definitely, there was a door open, and as soon as you saw the first open door, you went ahead and you jumped through it. And that definitely brought a Tower moment to somebody, okay? Like somebody that you're dealing with. I don't really feel like this is as deeply impacting you as it is maybe the people that maybe it's your job. Now, you know, just fill in the blanks, however it works for you. But like I said, there was still something left behind and left undone. Still something left behind and left undone. But you're very confident in your situation. Like, you either, does this make sense? I hope this makes sense to you guys. You're pretty confident in the decision that you're making, in the action that you've taken, but there's still some unfinished business, okay? Anyway, I hope that resonated for the vast majority of you. Hope it resonated. Down to 169 of you in the room now. Damn, almost half of y'all left. But anywho, the rest of the bonuses start next week, y'all. The rest of the bonuses start next week. So, yeah, thanks, Lenny, man. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Feeling a little bit better. But, yeah, the rest of the bonuses start next week. Those are just some, I just wanted to get the weekly out of the way. I'm not going to get into daily just yet. I'm still going to I'm going to ease into that. From now, I think I'm going to do a weekend and a weekly. I'm just going to leave it at that for a little bit. But anyway, I might be back on to chat here in a little bit, but I got to use the bathroom at the time being. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Have a good one.